Hello, welcome to Southern Wreaths. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this 2-heart wreath. These are the supplies I used to make this wreath. Alright, I'm going to start by attaching my ribbon to my heart wreath form. I got these wreath forms at Dollar Tree. I'm going to attach the ribbon with a zip tie at where the bars cross each other. And I'll zoom in here and show you. Sorry, my hand's in the way at the beginning. If it's helpful, you can go ahead and start your loop on your zip tie and then just push your ribbon in afterwards and then just pull it tight. And you do want to pull it pretty tight. You don't want it to slide out. And then I'll just trim that away. I did notice while wrapping these wreaths, at the beginning on the straight part, it wraps beautifully. But then once you get to the curves, it kind of wants to bunch up. So if you have the patience to just force it to work right, you'll only need one roll of 9-foot ribbon for each part. I do not have a lot of patience when it comes to that, and I ended up having to use a little bit of a 3rd roll. But I'll show you how I do that. So if you get any kind of ribbon that's not 9 feet, that's more, you'll easily be able to wrap a whole heart frame. See, at first it was super easy to line up, but once I start getting into the curves and the points, it starts bunching up and sliding down. I still think it looks great. It just, it used more ribbon than what it should have. And I'm just speeding it up so you don't have to see me doing it forever. I did slow it down here for the point. So I'm just putting the very tip of the ribbon over the point, and then I'm going to pull this one tight on the right side, and you see it smooths it out, so it makes a really pretty point. And now I'll just speed back through and show you how I wrap it. You see on these curves how it bunches up right there? Yeah, if you could find a way for it not to do that, then you would be able to use an entire roll. So I decided when I am zip tying the end of my ribbon, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie the beginning of the next ribbon just to save a zip tie. It's not necessary. I just thought it would save a little bit of time and aggravation from trying to force the zip tie through there. I couldn't believe how great this ribbon was from Dollar Tree. I grabbed all they had that day. I haven't seen it since though. Okay, so there is a trick to doing it on the very bottom. You want to pull it around, and you want to pull it, pretty tight. Every time I wrap around, I'm pulling pretty tight. And then right there at the tip, I've got the wire part connected to it. And then when I pull this up, it folds right over it with the wire on that side, if that makes sense. So 2 pieces of ribbon have the wire running straight down the middle where the point is. And that was the best way I could get it to make the point still with the ribbon and not look crooked or bubbly. Because I tried it before and it made a big bubble underneath. But that's how I did it, and I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing to the other wreath. And the fun thing here is you can connect these any way you want to. I decided to kind of offset them and kind of tilt the bottom one to the right a little bit. I'm just using oversized zip ties. You can use anything you want to attach them. You could probably even tie a piece of ribbon over it. I just wanted to make sure they weren't going to come undone. And I did decide to do a couple just to, be extra cautious. And I did it in kind of like an X shape. And I went back and forth about a bow or a sign. In the end, I decided the bow would be more fun. So I'm just going to quickly run through and make this bow. I had this sheer ribbon left over from Easter last year. and I thought it was perfect for this wreath. I found, you'll see some more ribbon in a minute that has pink in it, so it brings in more pink. I like this ribbon because it has sparkle, but it's not like too much sparkle. It's just got just enough. I'm going to do 3 loops of each pink, and I have a tail. This wreath, this bow is probably about 10 inches when it's done. So those are 5-inch loops. And then for the red, I'm doing just slightly smaller. So I would say 4.5-inch loops. And I'll do 3 of those as well with tails. And I like to use my bow dabber. It just makes my life easier, especially when I'm doing multiple ribbons. All right, here's another ribbon I found in my stash. I thought it was cute. And I'm just going to do 2 of each of this one. It's 1.5-inch ribbon. And then finally, I have this sheer all heart ribbon. And this was my favorite. I love this ribbon. And I just do 1 on each side of that. Then I'll just slide my zip tie under it and tighten it. And that's how I pull it up. And then I'll center it, and I'll slide a pipe cleaner through to the back, and then I'll fluff the bow. And then once I'm done with that and I'm happy with the way it looks, I'll tighten it and then trim away the zip tie. And then I have the pipe cleaner left to attach it to whatever I want to attach it to, which in this case is the hearts. And I'll twist it probably 6 or 7 times and then tuck it under. And then I'll just arrange my bow and my tails to where I like them. And you can add more or less to this. You could add, like you see these hearts on the right here. I wanted to see if those look good, but I didn't like how busy it made it. But you can add a sign or anything. But that's it. That's how I made my 2-heart ribbon wreath. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can always email me at craftingwithlee@yahoo.com. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked my video or learned anything today, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.